So, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us this evening once more. Uh, Today we have quite an interesting bit. It's something that people have asked for over the last few weeks. We're still figuring out how to get it done, and we are going to share. That will not take much time away from the open questions and answers that we intend to have every Friday. Um, so welcome once more, and thank you for making the time to join us this evening to go through what we have planned for the day. I just want to welcome all of you leaders in the house, everyone who is here, um, and thank you for all the work that you're putting, in your local community, in your environment. We thank you all so much for making the time and making the effort to, to keep driving the movement forward. um, we are now in a very, very accelerated phase of, for we are now at a very, very accelerated phase of of this program, and there are two key things that we have to bear in mind. The first thing is registration, registration, registration. Getting new people registered, getting new members to join the movement, getting those members who are part of the movement but have not reactivated their accounts to reactivate their accounts. That's the first thing. So registration, registration, registration. The second thing is transaction, transaction, transaction. So transaction between us as a community, transacting with one another, and making sure that transactions keep going through, and movement of our Lumi from account into transact. And today we are going to be introducing movement from connect into account. So I am sure that everyone who received the bonus would be very excited about this development that we are going to share with you today. So good evening, everyone. Again, I've seen some new people have joined. Welcome, Dr. Patrick, Sister Pauline, Dr. Linus, all of you in the house, all the leaders in the house. Welcome for this, for this exciting session today. I'm a bit distracted because I'm looking because I'm looking at some comments that some people have sent to me privately. Um, it's a bit destabilizing sometimes, but they are important questions that they've asked me privately. Okay, so we're going to deal with them as we go to the end of the session and when we get into the question phase of of the program or of our interaction this evening. Okay, so today we are going to look at how you move your value from connect into account. I'm going to say this, in no uncertain terms. The only pathway for moving your resources from connect is to account. You cannot move your resources from connect to transact. And the only pathway to move your resources from account to transact is from account to transact. So From connect is to move it into transact. From account is to move it into transact. So two simple movements. One from connect into account and the other from account to transact. You cannot move from connect to transact. You cannot move from transact to connect or from transact to account at the moment. We are still figuring out how that is going to work. But excitingly today, we have the opportunity to be able to start moving our resources from connect to account. From connect to account. So I am not sure. I'm going to share my screen. I'm certain that we have already seen as soon as we put it up. Some people have already tested it. Some people have already gone ahead and tested the system to see, does this thing work? So I'm going to share my screen. But before I get into it, I'm just going to welcome all the other leaders. Welcome, Sister Pauline. Good evening.
Good evening, Brother MB, Brother Dr. Linus, and my compatriots on the support team, and my family around the world. Glad to be here once again and privileged. Thank you.
Great. Good evening, Brother Patrick.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, and thank you for the welcome. Greetings to our leaders, Dr. Linus. Greetings to the team. Greetings to the family. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, Brother Patrick. And Dr. Linus and I are going to try and make this as simple and as practical as possible so that everyone will understand how it works. Good evening, Dr. Linus.
Good evening, Brother B, and good evening to everyone who has been able to join us tonight, and those who are also watching from YouTube streaming. Welcome to this to today's edition. So I'm conscious that Brother B is going to run out of power very soon, so today we have to keep it tight.
At 8.
I'm really just get straight into it and get it done quickly. So I'm going to be quiet. So, Sister Pauline, you have my permission. Just tell me to keep it, if you will.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. So I'm just going to share my screen. For those who have been on Connect today, you would have noticed that there is a new notice on Connect. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I'm actually on Connect Home, right? So for those who have explored, you would have seen that there's a new link on Connect. Remember, on Connect, we made the units or the Lumi resource in Connect to be AKX. We did that consciously, but it's the same value as your AKL. Yeah. So this new link is now available to everyone on everyone's page. You come here onto the home, you go onto Connect, and you would find it here. And when you click on the link, you would see guidance on how to execute the transfer. The guidance is in blue. You can see it here. We have made the standard transfer 100. So if you have less than 100, don't worry. We're going to explain to you how you can do the transfer if you have less than 100 on Connect. Yeah. On that 100, there's the general platform levy, which is 2.5%. You would see it here. but it just explains how to execute this transfer. We've made it quite simple. All you need to do is to enter your Swift ID. You enter your Swift ID here, okay? And then you make the request.
Sir, your screen. We didn't see your screen.
Oh, can you see it now? Can you see it now?
Okay,
I
it's
can-
come back.
We can see it.
I just tried to move it around so that in case, if
Can you-
anyone can't see, please let us know. Then it will probably be.
Musta,
Okay.
Musa, can you see it now?
No, I couldn't see the screen up to now.
Okay, but can you see it now?
No, sir.
Okay, what I would suggest is go out and come back in. I think it's only
Okay, sir.
Yes, I think it's your screen. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
I would suggest go out and come back in. We'll just give you a few minutes, just maybe 1 minute, so that you can just exit and come back in, because we don't want anyone to miss this. This is a very important part. We've had so many questions from people around this, and and while we were reflecting on it, we know that people want to move their resources from Connect to Transact. Okay, so I'll go back there. I'm sure Musa is back. I will take one step back for the benefit of everyone else. So let me go to the home, just so that we are clear. When you log on to Connect, you get to home, whether it's on your mobile or it's on your, on your computer. All you do is to go to Connect, right? When you get onto Connect, a new link that's been added, which is AKX to account. You click on that link and you will see the guidance of how that is, how you can execute that transaction. Remember at the beginning, I was saying we are focusing on two things now on the platform: register new people, reactivate the old people, and transactions. So the two things is register and reactivation. That falls under one, and then transactions. So what the guidance that is given here made quite simple for everyone to understand. The minimum you can transfer is 100. Of the 100, there's going to be a fee that will be levied, which is 2.5%. Okay? And all you need to execute the transfer is your Swift ID. So what you do is you take your Swift ID, you put it in here. If your total amount does not come up to this amount, it will mean that your transfer will be rejected. Let me take that over again. If the amount you have in your Connect account is not above this, the transaction will not go through. But let's deal first with everyone who has above this amount on their Connect. All you need to do is enter your Swift ID here. So what I would do is that I'm going to put my Swift ID here, and then it goes, you can see the recipient account. It goes into the Swift account, which is the central account that runs the Lumi resources for Connect. Okay. So I'm going to make a request by entering my own Swift ID here. Let me get my Swift ID there. So I don't make a mistake. I'm going to copy it. So I don't make a mistake. I'm going to copy it. It's loading. And when I make that request, I don't think I have enough in my Connect, but it would show that I don't have enough. Let me put my 28. Yeah, that's my Swift ID. Okay. Um, and then we go back. Transfer AKX to account. I don't have up to 100, so definitely when I try, it's going to give us feedback. You can see what it is. You can see what it is. It means I can do this transaction. Can you see that? As soon as I enter as soon as I'm in my account on Connect, it already shows me the total amount I have, which means I don't have enough to do this transaction.
But if you go ahead and press transfer anyway,
yes, I'm just showing everyone so everyone can see. So you can see that as soon as I get in here, it's given me the minimum balance, the minimum that I can transfer, and then it's giving me, it shows also the amount I have on my I'm on my Connect, sorry. So if I push transfer anyway, let's see what it says. It says connectswift.com says you do not have enough AKX to send. Okay, so I turn this off. So if you don't have enough AKX to send, what should happen? That is the second thing we want to share with everyone today. The second thing we want to share is that if you want to transfer your AKX into account, yeah, identify a member of the community with whom you can do that transaction with. So I want to transfer this. I want to transfer some of this on to my account. I don't have 100. So what I would do is, let me say, I go in, I look for Dr. Linus, and I start a chat with him, and I say, I need to do a transfer urgently. Let me see. I want to go on to chat. Okay, so let me go to friends. And then I'll send a message to Dr. Linus. I want to transfer one Lumi from my Connect to my account. And then Dr. Linus would respond and say, okay, if I transfer you one Lumi, this is what I will charge you. And we can execute that transaction. This is taking a bit long, but let's do the 100 that it goes to. Maybe Dr. Linus.
Yes.
If you have, I don't know if you have all 100 on your side, maybe you can execute the transfer so that they can see all of that before we go on the peer-to-peer.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I don't have either, but let me send some to your account so you can complete it while your screen is up.
Oh, okay.
So I just need to get
my Connect ID.
Your Connect ID, yes. Let me.
You want me to post it on the chat? Let me go to my friends. So
no,
by the way,
if I look
for
on
those, by the way, for those who were here in the last meeting, my friendships have increased by 2. I've gone from 21 to 31. Go ahead, Dr. Linus.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send 100 into your account just for the purposes of this demonstration so that you have enough to complete the transfer request. And then you would need to show your screen to see the transaction being deposited into your
executed
into your Swift account, right?
Yeah. So you can see here. that
So what I'm doing is I'm obviously sending the value in Connect, but I could ask Brother B to send the value from account to me first before I settle in Connect. Because if I send him the amount in Connect at an agreed price and the fee that he wants to charge me for the transaction, then he can settle the amount in account for me. I know that I've got my Lumi in account and I'm just transferring some to him in Connect. Now, why could it possibly be important to make a transfer to somebody in Connect? Because remember, the online shop, which will open soon, is that you will be able to pay for things pat in AKX and pat in fiat, for example. So that's a good reason why you might want to exchange some Lumi with somebody on Connect. Okay, so sorry, I'm just still trying to log in, and I have. So what I'm doing is going to pay, and I'm going to enter. Perhaps it's worth sharing my screen at this point just to show Brother B at this end.
Yeah. Stop.
Brother B,
stop sharing. You are sharing.
Just give me your SWIFT ID.
Okay. It's 2825.
Sorry, not SWIFT ID, your Connect ID, because this is Connect.
Okay, so what I'll do, I'm just going to paste it. I'm going to copy it and send it to you. You want my Connect?
So I can type it. Mb?
Okay. Mb Mbappe. Mbappe Mb.
Mbappe Mb, okay. So it's Mbappe. As you're typing, it should come up. Mbappe Mb, okay. At this point, you need to select. Then when you select, you enter the amount. I'm going to enter 100. It's AKX. Make sure you select AKX. And then I'm just going to say test and do transfer.
Remember, I had 5.
Yes. It says transaction completed. So that's done. So if you, I'm going to stop sharing. You can share your screen now.
Okay.
So this is how another community member can actually make a transfer to your Connect account. Of course, you will have to settle it in account. So don't send it unless they've actually paid you either in Transact or account.
Yeah.
You're not sharing your screen. I can't see it.
Oops. Okay. I'm going to share it now. Okay. I'm sharing. Can you see my screen?
It's coming up.
Can you see it now? Can you see my screen, guys?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Oh, okay. All right. So we need to now confirm that I have the right balance to be able to execute the transfer. Same conditions, you will see that I'm still on 5 something. So I want to now refresh my account to make sure that I want to refresh my account. Yeah. So we'll go to, let me just, so that we go there. For some reason, the balance is still the same. Let me see. Is Dr. Linus there or we lost him?
I'm here. I can hear you and I can see your screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's showing.
Let me just check. I mean, clearly it was transferred, but let me check.
Exactly, and it's supposed to be instant.
Yes, it is supposed to be instant.
So yeah, let's see.
Hey,
I'm
Brother
just trying
B,
to refresh. Yeah.
I think I can help. I do have enough in my Connect to do that transfer.
No, so we want to first establish what happened to the transfer that was done now.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is important.
Unless I did not complete it. Mbappe MB. Let me try again. Mbappe MB. I'm just checking again. 1 second. It is, with all intents and purposes, supposed to be instant. Sorry, just bear with us. Okay. Right. I think. All right. Just bear with us. Just 1 second, please. Oh. I'm just checking something at my end. Just 1 second, please.
While Dr. Linus is checking, the idea behind what we are demonstrating here is that we have the possibility to transact amongst ourselves. One member of the community and another member of the community. You can do a transfer on Connect. You can do a transfer on account. You can do a transfer on Transact amongst ourselves. Even though we are saying on Connect, you can actually, agree with someone and you execute the transfer and all of that. We are still going to introduce what we call Transact traders, who will be trained to be traders on the Lumi that we have, that is circulating in the community. They'll buy and sell and trade in Lumi. We have already a few of our leaders who have the capacity in those accounts, in the Transact trader accounts that they have. But we are going to expand it to the broader community for us to have as many traders as possible in different parts of the world. So what we are really looking at doing here is to show the different ways in which transactions can take place on the account, either peer-to-peer or even you just by yourself moving your resources from one part of the ecosystem into another part. Whether it's from Connect to account or from account to Transact, just showing you that those possibilities are available. today we just thought we would introduce this transfer AKX to account, and I'm certain that, most of the people, if not all the people who have received the bonus, would start looking at how they move it. We've had a lot of people ask us, how do I move the bonus that I've received from Connect into account? So that is what we want to establish today. Dr. Linus, are we there?
Yes. I think I see what happened. I actually logged in with an account that didn't have enough balance. So the message that popped up said, I don't have balance to transfer it. And I just quickly clicked OK. So that's an error from my part. Let me log out of that one and log into another account with the balance so I can make the transfer. Just 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dr.
Brother
MB, was there any reason why you chose 100? Is it at all possible it could be like 50?
No. So there's a reason why we made it 100. The reason is that because it's not instant, we don't want a backlog of a queue of people requesting really small amounts.
Okay.
At this phase, we're using this just to start testing the system and getting everyone to understand how it works. When we finally make it to be an instant transfer from your Connect to account, we will open it up to any amount.
It's also to encourage community members to actually learn to execute the smaller amounts between themselves.
Yes.
So I'm doing the payment again now. My apologies. So I go in there and I'm entering MB. That's selected. I'm going to put 106. Okay.
Okay.
Now, because the 2.5% obviously will come off. It says transaction completed. I'm assuming that I didn't log into the right account earlier on, but.
Okay, so let me refresh and let's see. Is it completed?
Well, it said completed.
Okay, let's see.
Even though I can't see it on my pay.
Oof, you see, it took a bit of time. Now there's 200.
All right, okay. So it means the first one was completed and I just didn't see it. Yeah, okay. All right, that's fine. Go ahead.
All because, in a day's work.
That's
all in a day's work. I just got 200.
As always, as always, not what you know, but who you know.
I'm telling you.
Okay, there you go.
So we're going to do two transactions. It's good that the second one you made it 106, so we are able to do 2 transactions with it. Okay. So what you do is you go transfer AKX to account, do it there. It's loading.
Yeah, I was actually, I mean, for individual transactions, it should be actually a lot easier because I was using the settlement account, which has a lot of the commissions that are instant payments, instant bonuses that are paid to people literally every second.
Every time they log in.
Yes, every time they log in.
Or like or connect or share, all of that. So you can see that my balance as well here has changed. So now I execute.
Now, if you scroll to the bottom of the screen, Brother MB, scroll to the bottom of the screen, please.
Yeah.
You can see the 2 transactions. Okay, that was the first one, which I said test. It actually did go through. You can see there, and that's the second one for I put 106. The reason is 97.75 because that is a 2.5% is taken off, and 2.5% is taken off the other one. So this actual amount that is delivered is the amount that you send less the fee. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason we've done it like that is because if you have just 103 in your account, you can send the 103 and the 2.5% is deducted from the 103 instead of you having to have more than 103 in order to execute a transaction. Okay.
Yeah. And once we say okay, it's gone.
It's gone now. Scroll to the bottom of the screen again so you can see.
If I refresh, you would see. Just a bit slow.
All right.
Updating. Yeah.
Okay.
Slow in updating.
It's slow in updating, but it's gone. Now, if you can log into your Stephen account now to see the settlement, to show the settlement, then that's
I've got a signal. My power is going off in a few minutes.
All right,
like
okay.
Literally. So if you don't hear from me again, guys, good night. We are not in control of this one. Okay. Dr. Linus, maybe continue from there. Just continue. I just need to, I'll move the host so that as soon as it goes off, Brother Patrick, you have the host with you now.
Okay, see.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. It's going to go off now. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right. So the next thing that needs to happen, Brother Mb is not there to show us, is the settlement. That transfer will be settled into his account. There have been a number of people who have actually requested that and for which the transaction has been completed. I don't know whether any of them is here to testify. But if anybody has more than the prerequisite 105 and they want to try it, then they can go ahead and click that button and do the transfer. And then they can check their Swift account to see that it's there. Okay. While we're checking, we can then leave. I think we should go straight into questions so we don't overrun. Sister Pauline.
I think Brother Patrick said he had sufficient funds. I don't know if you would like to take that on board, Brother Patrick.
No. The demonstration has already been done. I was proposing to do the demonstration.
All right.
I think I'm happy with my balance in Connect.
Okay, very good.
I need more in Connect than anywhere else.
Yeah, remember in Connect, the shop will open and you would be able to pay with some AKX and some fiat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why it's there. All right. I think we should take some questions, go straight into some questions before we close.
Maybe can I be the first one? Dr. Linus, actually there is a ticket here. Which in the first time I saw it, I thought this person was trying something that had not been allowed. He says, I have tested, it's about 9 hours ago. He says, I have just tested the transfer of AKX to account and the transaction was complete, but I cannot see them on my Swift account, which means he cannot see the balance in his Swift account. I think something went wrong here.
Brother Patrick, is the person online who has not, maybe the person is not on this call?
I tried to check for him. Let me check again. He is normally here, but I didn't see him just now. Nimrod. Let me check. Yeah, he's here. Nimrod, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
we are talking about your ticket. May you explain to Dr. Linus what happened when you tried to transfer?
I got it. I got it.
It's already in your Swiffin account.
Yeah, in some few hours, I got it.
Oh, okay. So I can close your ticket. Thank you. Thank you.
You can close it.
Okay, very
Okay.
good.
All right.
I must say that if you try and do this without specifying the SWIFT ID, then of course we have no way of identifying the transaction and settling it into the right account. So it is important that you put the SWIFT ID into which the transfer is going. Without that, it cannot be processed. And you could potentially lose the amount because there's so many transactions going on. It'd be very difficult to actually go and trace one where the correct information is not there.
Thank you, Dr. Linus.
Okay.
We're going to take some questions now. Akia Paul, please unmute yourself.
Okay, good evening, everyone and leaders in the house.
Good evening. How can we help you?
No, mine is not a question, it's a feedback.
Okay.
Okay, regarding on what Dr. Linus demonstrated in our previous meeting concerning the T1 to T5.
Yes.
I wake up today in the morning and I called about 5 members, and then I registered the first member under me, and I told him to register the second person. And as he did the second person's registration, I now commanded the second person to do the registration for the third party. So I continued till I reached to the 5th person, and I told them to go and multiply. We want to fulfill the word. Using the diagram on T1 to T5, I was able to make a screenshot when Dr. Linus was demonstrating. I opened it and showed to them and asked them to go and register others so that they too could end the T5. We want to multiply and fulfill the word. So thank you, Dr. Linus, for that demonstration. It enabled me to enlighten more people. That's my feedback to you. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much. Thanks for the feedback.
Thank you. Thank you, Akia Paul. Miss King?
Yes. Yesterday I had mentioned about my Swiffin not able to get into my Swiffin account, and Brother Patrick tried helping, and he said he sent me a reset, but somehow I just can't find it. So I've told him that I'm still unable to get in. So I don't know if there's any advice I should get at this point.
Have you checked your normal email?
Yes, I checked my spam. I cleared my cache. I did everything. The last thing I see from Swiffin was in November when they sent me the ID, and the reset that Brother Patrick said was sent to me. I can't find it.
Brother Patrick, do you want to speak with her because you've been liaising with her?
Yes. Yesterday, if you remember, I actually, during the meeting, I said I have just initiated a password reset. And then she was to check her mailbox. She sent me a message later to say, I can't find the email. Then this afternoon, I said to her, okay, let me reinitiate again so that the system will send another email. But unfortunately, she says again that she cannot find the email. I said to her, I can't remember what was your answer on this one. Have you tried to go to your mailbox and then type in and search Swiffin platform something? Have you tried that one?
No, I didn't. I didn't know where to find the mailbox.
Okay, are you able to share your screen so we can guide you?
Unfortunately, I'm traveling on the road right now. I'm just having my earpiece talking with you.
All right, okay, that's fine. Brother Patrick, I mean, we can resolve this in one of two ways. The email is probably sitting there and a search might help to reveal it.
Yes.
If that doesn't work.
I did a search from my end to see if there's anything from Swiffin, and all that comes up is the last mail in November. There has not been anything since December.
Okay, that's interesting. Anyway, we will fix it. We probably won't be able to do it right here, right now, because you're not in front of a computer. So we'll either follow up through the ticket or we deal with it on Monday during the hourly briefing.
And I
Would
just
you
want
be able to be on your computer on Monday morning, on Monday evening?
I should. I'll try, yes.
I just want to confirm.
Would it be okay if we address it then?
My email address?
No, if we fix your problem at that point on Monday, would that be all right?
Well, yes. I mean, I've been waiting a long time, so I mean, a couple of days won't be a problem.
Okay, we'll do that. In the meantime, if you do come across the email or it eventually arrives, then just follow the steps and you'll be okay. If not, we'll fix it definitely on Monday.
Yeah, because I just want to ask Mr. King, are you sure that the email address that you are now using is the same email address that you used to register your account?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
And I sent it again to Brother Patrick as well.
Okay,
that's
lovely.
the email address. And that's the same one that I saw my Swiffin number and everything.
Okay. Because sometimes people change their emails and, oh, I forgot I used that email. So I just wanted to confirm that.
No.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. We will look into that on Monday for you.
You need to be careful because that's all.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. It looks like there are no other questions by the look of it, Sister Pauline.
Yes, as I was saying, it doesn't seem like there's any other questions. It seems like our training has done well. That means the community fully. Mr. Friday, you do not jump in. You put your hands up, please, sir, so that we can keep order. But congratulations, Dr. Linus, Brother Patrick, Sister Audrey, Sister Lumbo, she's here, and the other support team members, because obviously we've been doing our job. So members of the community, thank you very much. Dr. Linus, I'll put it over to you and Brother Patrick. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, it's Friday, so I guess everybody's looking forward to an interesting and exciting weekend. And I'd like to wish you a very good one with your families, wherever you are. And look forward to seeing you again on Monday during our daily hour.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just to remind everyone, our class, the evening briefing on Monday, I think it's 7 o'clock, Brother Patrick, am I correct?
Yes, 7 o'clock on Monday.
Yes, so it's 7 o'clock South Africa time on Monday. Please, if you have anyone in your community that would like to hear what's going on or have issues, invite them to the meeting. Because that way we can explain to them, take them through it, and so that everyone gets a full understanding. And not only that, they may have a question to ask that may benefit someone else. So we're a family, do not be shy. No question is a silly question, okay? Don't be shy and don't go away confused and says, oh, I didn't understand. That's what we're here for, to support and strengthen each other. So please come forward and help us to help you, and which would in turn help us. There is a Maurice. Maurice, your mic is unmuted. Do you have something to say? I would have preferred you to put your hand up, but however, your mic is open. Did you have something to say?
No, Sister Pauline, I just want to thank you for your wonderful job today. You are always wonderful. I think you have a good night. I just want to say so.
Okay, you're welcome, sir. Thank you very much. I am not alone. We have a team. And as you know, there is no I in team. Yeah. So we are all teaching each other, strengthening each other, and going a course of time. We'll have our own ecosystem for everyone and everyone. As Dr. Linus always says, no exclusion, that everyone can enjoy. So I just want to put that forward. Sister Emma, yes, go ahead. Sister Emma, you can unmute yourself, sister.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
I've already transferred money, but I cannot. I can't confirm it on my saving account, or I give it time.
Yeah, give it time. Like what our Bertrand just said.
Okay.
It didn't go through straight away, so it may be the connection you have is maybe a little bit slow. So give it some time and see what happens. If obviously if you haven't got it by Monday, when we come back, then highlight that issue, and it's something that Dr. Lannis will then look into. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night, and thank you. Sadie Piero? I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly. The next person. Bonsoir.
Comment vous allez? J'espère bien.
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
Ok, j'appelle du Sénégal.
Okay, Dr. Linus, you may have to use your French here.
Ok. Je viens de voir au niveau de transfert AKIS vers au compte. Donc, ce matin, on a vu ce module-là, mais pour être plus explicite, parce que nous, on se trouve au niveau du Sénégal, on est en train de suivre la formation pour des agents. Maintenant, on a fait plus que 2 semaines de formation pour ça. Au niveau du Sénégal, c'est moi qui ai chargé pour la base là. Donc, je partage beaucoup avec M. Mbappé. Donc, normalement, on avait lancé une formation de 2 semaines. On a terminé les 2 semaines. Mais suivant la vision des gens, nous voulons augmenter 1 semaine en plus pour mieux comprendre. Donc, pour la région là, j'invite beaucoup. Si vous avez la disponibilité la semaine prochaine, si on peut avoir 2 ou 1 de vos agents, on nous invite dans les formations que nous suivons ici en ligne. On peut vous donner l'heure pour nous rejoindre, de vous expliquer certaines parties aussi de mieux. Ça va permettre, beaucoup de gens aussi ont plus de courage et comprendre que le travail, c'est un réseau en plus. Donc, c'est ça que j'ai à vous donner comme l'information. Si on peut avoir la disponibilité de vous, de quelqu'un qui peut exprimer bien en français, même ça peut être lundi. Lundi, on a eu cours de 9h à 11h. Et le soir, on avait de 15h à 17h. Et le mardi aussi, on avait même heure. Mercredi aussi, même heure. Et le vendredi, donc même heure. Donc, on doit terminer la formation le vendredi prochain. Donc, j'aimerais bien vous inviter de passer, et vous aussi vous donner vos connaissances. Et là, ça va nous assurer aussi de l'équipe aussi qui se trouve au niveau du Sénégal. Et c'est ça que j'ai à vous dire. Merci.
Dr. Linus.
Merci beaucoup, Tieno. Merci beaucoup. He's saying that the training sessions are going on for Senegal, and he's inviting those who are able to participate to join and also join in. But also, c'est possible à augmenter pour qu'on a deux sessions, hein, n'est-ce pas, Tieno?
Oui.
Il n'y a pas de problème.
D'accord.
On va communiquer ça avec, Monsieur Mbi, parce qu'il parle bien français. Il a la possibilité de contribuer plus que moi, hein, en français.
D'accord.
Mais c'est bon, c'est bien.
C'est bien. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Okay. Right, thank you, Dr. Linus. Musa?
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, sir. How can we help you? We're not hearing you. Your connection is not too good. How can we help you, sir?
Are you with me? Hello, ma.
Yeah, hello.
Are you getting me? Okay, so are you with me?
Go ahead. Listen.
So okay. So my question about the sweeping connect. So when I go there to raise a ticket, so I saw by the last time when I raised the ticket, they said there Musa Mikailu or say there in my username. Then they follow the
So I'm so sorry. Your connection is
the,
not.
the information down. Immediately after, are you with me?
We lost you. So we didn't hear the whole sentence.
Are you getting me now? Hello? Are you with me?
Yeah,
Hello?
You're going in and out, so we're not hearing
Yeah,
you clearly.
just lack of network. Are you with me now?
Yes, I am. Yes, we are.
So I said that when I finished the rising ticket in my connect, instead to write there Musa or my username, they say there Muhammad Jibrin. I think is there any problem or there's no any problem about it? That is my question, sir.
Is the name your name on Connect? Is it correct? Is that your real name? Are you Jibril or are you Mikhail?
No, my correct name is Musa Mikailu.
Okay, so but your Connect profile is showing Jibril as your name.
Yeah.
So
I don't know
error?
what is happening. Okay.
Is that an error?
Yeah.
So you're suggesting that it should be changed?
Yeah.
Does Jibril appear on your ID at all? Or
no, just in my connect and my transact and my sweeping account, all is Musa Mikhail. Only when I raise the ticket, instead to say their so person or their username, instead to see Musa Mikhail or my username, I saw Muhammad Jibril. That is my suggestion, sir.
Okay, that's something we would need to look into. If you could post another ticket and just say that you wanted that name to be changed, then maybe we can look at it. Did you edit your profile? I mean, there is a way to edit your profile. Maybe you might have made a change yourself. Or
my profile is normally, just I check it, everything is normal, but only when I raise the ticket.
Okay, we'll take a look at it. We'll investigate it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Linus, I have something that I need to ask here. A client just sent me something here. On a Swift account balance page, when someone has a transfer that is pending, there is a reserved amount and an available balance. But there is also something that says upper credit limit. What does that mean? Upper credit limit say, what is it about?
Is it active for that person or not? Is there a number there?
Yeah, there is a figure. It says upper credit limit and a figure of 2,605.
Okay, what's the Swift ID, please?
Okay, let me see if there's any Swift ID. Maybe I'll have to ask the person because they just contacted me on WhatsApp from Nigeria. I'm trying to understand how did they get my number. And then they asked me a question to say, what does this mean?
That should be zero. That should be zero. That should not be there. But if you provide the SWIFT ID, would take a look at it. We'll investigate that.
Okay, maybe I'll do it in another meeting. Say thank you.
Okay, super. Thank you very much.
Okay, Abdul, can you unmute yourself, please? Abdul, you have your hands raised. Do you have a question? Can you unmute yourself?
Maybe he's away from his device.
No, he's just unmuted himself. How can we help you, Abdul?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Abdul from Nigeria, Nasarawa State.
Yeah, how can we help you?
Yes, ma'am. I just want to ask about the Lumi that, please, when are we going to get we are going to get our Lumi in Nigeria?
When are we going to get our Lumi?
Yes, exchange our Lumi into the Nigeria currency.
Oh, okay. He wants to know when can he convert his Lumi into his local fiat currency. Dr. Linus, for you. Or Brother
Okay.
Patrick.
For now, this is a completely Lumi movement, 100% Lumi movement. So the expectation is that the Lumi is distributed in its digital form, and it should be used within the community by accessing goods and services from other community members. We don't have any provision at the moment to convert Lumi into any local currency. What we have done, though, is we've provided Transact as a tool which would enable you to transfer your Lumi with complete local currency experience. So if you prefer to work in Nigerian Naira, you can select Nigerian Naira, but all the underlying payments will be in Lumi. But you can specify the values in any local currency of your choice. That's the only possibility at the moment. There is no outright conversion of the Lumi into any other currency where you are. So please use your Lumi within the community and use it to access goods and services that are supplied by other members who are willing and able to accept Lumi for payment. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, you answered my question. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Right, Brother Patrick, I'll hand the floor back to the host.
Can we just check if Sister Emma has now received settlement for her transfer or not, or is it still not there?
Sister Emma, can you go onto your Swifin account and see if the funds have now been arrived?
Yes, I have received it. Then I'll transfer to my Transact.
Oh,
hello.
Yeah, you're changing it all around. So have you received your Lumi into your Swifin account from the community, from your Connect account?
Yes, I've already received. Then I've already transferred to Transact account.
Okay.
Wow.
There you go, Dr. Linus.
Okay, yes. Very good. Thank you.
Okay. You had handed over to me, Sister Pauline, but as a matter of fact, Dr. Linus had already concluded, and then we had a few hands. But from me, it's been another wonderful time learning and sharing our vision and helping one another. So I think for today, it's been we have done what we had gathered to do. We meet again on Monday. Thank you.
Okay. My last comment is just to remind the Swifin support team that we've got training this weekend.
Thank you for that one, please. And we need to share the link in the support group.
Yeah, I didn't want to put it up yet because I didn't want anyone to be confused with today's meeting. So that will go up. But I just wanted to let everyone know here that's on the support team that we do have training on Sunday.
Perfect. Thank you so much for remembering that one.
Okay,
super. Thank you very much, Sister Pauline.
Yeah, everyone, thank you very much for being here. We've actually finished quite early, which is good today. Really wonderful. You can unmute your mics, unless Dr. Linus wants to say anything else. You can unmute. Did you, Dr. Linus?
Nope, that's all from me.
Right, so everyone can unmute their mics and say their good nights and have a wonderful weekend. However, we have done a lot. We have done a lot this week. So we've got 2 days to go and practice those things. So that we can become familiar with those things. Dr. Linus, Brother Ellard, Sister Lumba, Brother Patrick, Brother Ellard, they've all given demonstrations throughout the week. Practice them. Practice, as they say. We have a saying, practice becomes perfect. So keep on practicing, and that's where we can strengthen and get better and better. Okay, so you can now unmute your mics and say your good nights and hellos to any particular party. Brother Patrick, it's back to you.
Okay, so now I'm gonna stop the recording, isn't it?
Good night.
Yes, sir. You can stop the recording, so then everyone is free to say what they wish to say.
Okay, thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you, Dr. Linus. Good night, everyone. Good morning. Good night. It was a wonderful week.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Have a good weekend and a great week.
Also, Sister Audrey.
Monday.
Don't laugh at me.
I said you, Sister Audrey.
Hey, that's not for you, Sister Pauline. That's not for you. That's an external noise.
Okay, darling.
External noise, ma'am. Not you.
100%.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, Micah. Have a great week. Bye, Sister Pauline.
Love you. Bye, my sister.
All right, bye, Brother Patrick.
Bye, good night. Oh, it's a good morning to you there. We say
it's
good
good
night.
Afternoon. It's good afternoon our time.
It's a good afternoon, good morning.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye, Dr. Linus, and good night. Good night, family. Good night, family.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.